So, from one courageous woman to another, I mentioned this year's Nobel laureates Maria Corina Machado, and I want to talk now about a Ukrainian journalist um, by the name of Viktoriia Roshchyna. And this is a report by the Kyiv Independent. I'm just going to read out the report because I think her accolade is well deserved, but unfortunately it's posthumous because this lady died in a horrendous way, which I think this report demonstrates two things. It demonstrates the courage of frontline journalists, and it also demonstrates the brutality, the inhuman brutality of Putin's regime. So without further ado, I'm just going to read it out. Saying I'll put a link as I always do. Yeah, I'm just looking for the name of a reporter there for the report itself. I don't see it, but anyway, Ukrainian journalist Viktoriia Roshchyna, who died in Russian captivity, has been posthumously honoured as a press freedom hero by the International Press Institute, the organisation announced on its website on October the 9th. The award recognises journalists who have demonstrated an unwavering commitment to press freedom. The IPI said Roshchyna's death on September the 19th, 2024 exposed the brutal treatment suffered by the dozens of Ukrainian journalists unjustly held by Russian authorities and brought new urgency to the need to protect the press and secure accountability for attacks on journalists. Roshchyna, a reporter for Ukrainian media outlets, was first captured by Russian forces in March 2022 and held for 10 days in the city of Berdyansk in the Russian-occupied part of Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia Oblast. As a condition of her release in 2022, she was forced to record a video saying Russian forces had saved her life. Roshchyna covered occupied territories including Crimea and Donetsk and documented the destruction of Mariupol. She disappeared on August 3, 2023 while reporting from Russian-occupied territory. Russia confirmed her detention in May 2024 and delayed the return of her body until February 2025, which bore evidence of torture and severe mistreatment, including bruises, broken ribs and signs of electrocution. I remember reading that at the time and I was just sickened by it. Roshchyna is among several journalists recognised this year by the IPI, including Georgian opposition media co-founder Mzia, that's MZIA, Global, that's a difficult name to pronounce, Mzia MZIA, Globeli, former Washington Post and Boston Globe editor Martin Barron, Palestinian photojournalist Mariam Abu Dago, posthumously, Peruvian investigative journalist Gustavo Gorriti, Hong Kong publisher Jimmy Lai, and Ethiopian editor Tesfalim Valdez. Roshchyna's name was also included in a memorial unveiled October the 9th in Bayeux, France, honouring 73 journalists killed between June the 1st, 2024 and June the 1st, 2025 during the course of their work. The marble stele erected during the 32nd Bayeux Calvados War Correspondents Award ceremony pays special tribute to journalists killed in Gaza, and it includes Roshchyna. She was killed in Russia, of course. Reporters Without Borders RSF Director General Thibaut Brutin said the memorial commemorates journalists slain while reporting on conflicts and human rights abuses worldwide, from Ukraine to Mexico to Palestine. This is where hatred of journalists and discrediting the press lead. This cannot be a license to kill. The Bayeux Memorial is a unique place in the world. It reminds us that the press freedom is neither given nor guaranteed, it is won, Brutin said. And like I say, that report isn't by a specific journalist, it's from the Kyiv Independent. This incredibly courageous woman paid with her life. And she would have known, covering this stuff, that she took a risk. But this just shows the depravity of Russian forces. I've seen photographs also showing the general brutal treatment of Ukrainian citizens. The former mayor of Kherson, middle-aged man, in healthy spirits. When he came out of captivity, he'd lost significant weight. He had a moustache that seemed to be gone. He was bald. This is how Russia treats detainees and prisoners. Horrific. And they have the gall to call the Ukrainians Nazis. Shame on anyone who supports the Putin regime. But the treatment of Viktoriia Roshchyna demonstrates, yes, the brutality of Russian forces, but also reiterates the dangers that frontline journalists take around the world. And most of these people are anonymous, they're not public figures. I just hope her family can get some respite now that her body has finally been repatriated, and I hope they will know that millions around the world, because this has been a widely circulated story, will remember her forever, really. I mean, it's just horrific stuff, but it's, names like this need to be remembered. It takes a brave person to get into that line of work, and to go on the front line. But it's for an essential reason, bringing the truth to the world. By contrast, you get snakes like Tucker Carlson and others who propagandize for Russia, to no personal safety to them involved. It's abhorrent. Her courage is in stark contrast to their cowardice. And she's not the only one, there are others, but rest in peace, Viktoriia Roshchyna. You are a hero. A hero to Ukraine, a hero to humanity, and a credit to your profession. Rest in peace.